Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish back with some more Might and Magic 7 for Blood and Honor. Welcome back to the second episode in our newest series, and we are still in the middle of the Emerald Island scavenger hunt. We have cleared most of the outside of the island, so I think it's time that we pick up where we left off and head into the Temple of the Moon. Ooh.
I hope there's some gold in there at least.
I agree with Zoltan. Let's see. Ah, yes. Tuvok is our sorcerer, so let's have him actually use a little bit of magic. See, this is why they start you with fire magic. They want you to have torchlight. We remember how much help that was, right? From Might and Magic 6, if you were there for the previous game. You'll remember these as well. Now, of course, these 2D, 3D sprite hybrids continue into this game. The bats and some other recurring enemies have gotten a little bit more, like, detailed, but otherwise, nothing much has really changed. Oop.
That barely hurts.
Hey. Probably hear some of the other enemies further along. Now, we don't have Wizard Eye this time because we haven't picked up air magic yet. We'll work on that. But in the meantime... Ooh. Now see, look here. Thank you, Zoltan. This... See that red flash? You know, they kind of do. Actually, a little bit because of their big ears and the green wings. They kind of look like Galacats from Final Fantasy XIV, from the Sea of Clouds. But there won't be anything like a Galacat in here, unfortunately, that minion that you have to dungeon farm. See, it says chest when we hover over it. This is what the perception skill does in Might and Magic 7, which is great. So let's just hope that his disarm trap skill...
Got it.
There we go. Is high enough.
Ask someone else.
Not much, but any treasure is good treasure. Unless it's cursed. We don't like cursed treasure. Alright, folks. Well, our first major decision of the game after character creation. We got two hallways here. Of course, we're going to have to go through both of them, but what do you think? Should we go left or right to start with? We are back at a classic decision. You can see the walls here are decorated to discourage intruders. What do you think, west or east? You can kind of see... Yeah, I mean, we know we're going left, right? You can kind of see what's going on with the map there. Oh boy, let's see. Alright, you can sort of spot up there. There's a little bit of change in construction. That's the temple proper, I think. Let's head down this way, because this dead ends. We'll deal with the enemies down here and head up. Oh yeah, so before we get there, just in case anybody who's watching needs to know, you may recognize that sound in the background. It's a little bit different from Might and Magic 6, but of course, this is the first dungeon. It's a cursed temple. It's a cave underground. We're going to find bats. We're going to maybe find some snakes. We're definitely going to find some spiders. So just a heads up, I'm going to go ahead and throw those on the screen. They have changed a little bit. There we go. I love their nail polish. But I feel like what they've done with the thorax there, or not thorax, but abdomen, is a little gauche. There's the second tier, the venomous spider. I would think, I mean, they're all venomous, so I don't know what's up with that, but regardless, we don't want them anywhere near us. And that is why everybody has the bow skill, because you can see there's quite a few of them. Ho, quite a few.
cut, but I need it fixed.
Oh, man. Thankfully, that Day of the Gods pedestal that we still have on, you can see the buff up here in the corner. That's going to be a big help to us in this
but a
dungeon,
scratch.
because that
but a
boosts all of our
scratch.
stats. Let's see, I didn't step over any, did I? No, okay. Oh, and there we go. Category 4 of enemies that appear in, like, low-level caves and dungeons. Giant rats. Hello, old friends. And goodbye. Let's ease our way down here and try to finish off this spider before we go any further. Okay, yeah, this should be the dead end. Yep, and you will see, once again, Zoltan detects a chest. Alright. Nice. I'm handing everything to her because she's got the merchant skill, but of course, actually, some of this is going to go to some other characters like this. We'll check it out real quick. It could have some kind of power. Oh, it does. +2 air resistance. Hey, look at that. Well, let's see. At this point, I mean, it's just +2. I don't really think that there's a huge difference in who we give it to, other than Tuvok already has 5 air resistance naturally, because the different races in this game, one of the features of them is that they do have inherent resistances. Let's give it to Simone. We can always identify it later and then maybe sell it as well. And then, yeah, we've got some leather armor that neither of them are wearing. So let's see. 16, 19. Alright. We'll give that to Tuvok. That'll be a little bit of a boost for him. Not bad. May or may not have any kind of good magic on it. We'll find out about that later. I try this every time, and I'm always wrong. See, there's a little bit right there that doesn't quite fill in. And it makes it look like... Oh, there's a door there, and there's never a door. Let's see. Alright, we've got what looks like another dead-end chamber there, and here, and then the temple proper. So, we're already here and rats are attacking us. Let's head this way first. Ooh.
What a scratch.
Yeah, so rats got a bit of an upgrade. Of course, we have giant rats, but then we also have lightning rats. Now, you'll see that because I have colored lights turned on, even though the sprites do look slightly different. See, this one's a little bit more purple, purplish blue. Colored lights puts these heavy filters over top of them so that way they're more identifiable as palette swaps, and you can more easily tell the difference between the different kinds of enemies. Because, of course, just like in Might and Magic 6, each enemy type is going to have 3 different variations that are increasing in power, and they're basically just different colors. The third tier of giant rats, I believe, is fire rats. And just as the lightning rats are able to breathe lightning, they cast like a spark spell or a static charge, fire rats will breathe fire bolts. And there we go, Inferno bats. Similarly, that's our third tier bat enemy, and they shoot fire bolts as well.
Ow!
But not if we kill them first.
Ow!
Haha. Okay. We're mostly safe here. A spell scroll. Oop. Hey! Little guy snuck up on us. Alright, no secret doors here that Zoltan can find. I really like how the game calls them out for you, so it makes it obvious. Much harder to miss.
But a scratch.
Alright. These little guys are all over the place. I can barely see you. But, remember what we discovered in Might and Magic 6, of course? 1 pixel is all that we need, right? green awareness gems. That means no enemies detected. Okay. I don't believe that there's anything else up here, no secret chests that like he's not finding because his perception skill is too low or anything like that. I believe that because it is a very basic dungeon, you're meant to go through it quite quickly, that we are finding everything. Let's see. Okay, we already went up there. Duh, I was just there. Let's double check.
I don't know.
More gauntlets. Who has the lowest AC? Oh, good. His AC is working properly now. He still has the lowest, however, so let's go ahead and give him these gauntlets. There we go. No magic that we can immediately discern, but that's okay, because, you know what? It really doesn't matter. Plus 3 AC is plus 3 AC, whether it's magic or not. Ooh. Yep, so this first room is full. Now, we could use our Wand of Fireball.
Got it.
That we cheated and received from Mr. Malwick.
Got it.
But I don't see a reason to when we're doing so well. Most of these rats are going to die in one hit, and of course we've got 4 characters, so we're killing an average of probably 3 or 4 rats each
You'll have
turn.
to do better than that.
See, Tuvok doesn't care. By the way, these characters are already growing on me, so thank you for helping me to create them, because... Oh, there's our second tier bat, the vampire bat.
It's just a cut, but I need it fixed.
Oop. Goodness gracious, how did that happen to Tuvok? Oh, we've been flanked. Great. Let's see. Let's clean up all of these bodies. Maybe one of them will have a ring or something, because they do carry those. You know, that bats, spiders, and so forth will occasionally... Whoop, there we go. Have an accessory or a potion. And great, Simone has caught a disease. Excellent. Wonderful. Love it. Well... There you go, you can hear, that's the noise we've been hearing, right? Alright, well, we get to choose left or right again. Shall we go north, or shall we go south? Because if she was poisoned, we have a potion for that, but unfortunately, nobody has alchemy yet, and we cannot mix cure disease potions without the alchemy skill, because that takes a yellow and a red. So we have to have at least basic alchemy before we can do that, or it'll blow up in our face. Also, cure disease might be a compound potion in this one. I don't remember for certain. It could be a 3rd tier potion, but of course it was the orange potion in Might and Magic 6, and that's what I remember. So what do you say, kids? I'm going to check behind these columns, because I can never remember for certain if there's anything back there. I feel like there is some kind of treasure. That's because there's a good witch there, you know. That's where Galinda lives. Okay, I don't see... Yeah, I don't see any treasure, so... Alright, we'll head north. There's nothing here. Ah. Well, we know what this does. No sense in waiting around. I think that this temple, like, it's both similar in design and also unique, but I believe that it's heavily inspired, at least for me, feels heavily inspired by the Cursed Temple in New Sorpagal in Might and Magic 6. We'll turn Torchlight back on there. Swordsman. Sal Sharktooth. Yeah, so this is the tough adventurer gang that's been hiding out and waylaying other other adventuring parties. We'll talk to him in just a moment, but first, let's grab everything that goes in here. Excellent. We've got like 5 chests. Everyone should have a helmet and gauntlets by now, I think. Maybe. Ooh, that's a pretty nice cape. 2nd level cape. Not to mention we love cash. Okay, and the last one. And there is a wealthy hat in case you do not have a red potion or don't want to trade with the fellas outside, then you get a wealthy hat here. But they make it so that there's more than one way to get almost all of the different components, because that way, you know, if you don't have enough money to buy the loot, or if you choose not to trade outside, like, it doesn't really hurt anything. Giving them that red potion to that other team outside, it, you know, didn't ruin the game, or it won't make them win before we do. Okay, Simone is the only one who does not have a helmet, so we will give her one. There we go, and of course it's unidentified.
I'm not sure what it is.
We can check these others and see if maybe any of them have any magic using our little identification loophole. I'm not finding anything, though. So we're probably good. Does anyone have... Okay, she doesn't have gauntlets, and neither does he. So between the two of them, they are the same. He has slightly fewer hit points, but she is the healer, so we'll give that to her. And then let's give him this cape. Actually, no. Let's give him this cape, and that will boost his AC by 2 more points. Then we will give the other one here to Tuvok. Yeah, there we go. That works out. Also, this mace right here is a small upgrade from what we have. We'll do a safety, and then let's go ahead and we'll talk to Sal here.
How you doing?
Hello there, friend. May I have a word with you? Sure. This temple's a pretty nasty place. You should probably watch your back around here. You never know what might want to kill you. Is that a threat, Ugly? Your hat, please, he says. I see you have a fine hat there. How about a deal? You give me your hat. We let you keep your lives. Well, what do y'all think? Because, of course, Sal doesn't know, since he's been holed up in the temple here, that we already turned a wealthy hat into the judges. Yeah, I never really feel like giving him my hat. If you give it to him, then, you know, that's that. He thanks you and you go on your way. But if you keep it, you should have accepted my offer. Doodly-doo. See? It takes a second for it to kick in, but then they become hostile. The green ones are not that tough, but remember these blue guardsmen? Those are the ones guarding the town outside, so they're a little above your level. But that's okay, because you can see we'll make short work of him as well.
That one hurts.
Leave Tuvok alone. Almost got him. Punch him, Simone.
It barely hurts.
Ow!
Oof. Get him. Oh my goodness, they just keep missing.
It barely hurts.
We're gonna have to heal Zoltan now. Come on. 1 or 2 more good hits. Oh, who gets the finishing blow? Nobody, because no one can hit him. There we go. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Zoltan. Aha. And
Well,
a longbow.
I can't do everything.
which this, you will remember, is also another of the items on the scavenger hunt list. So now we have an item that's actually named a longbow, and isn't just like any random old bow. Because you need one that's not a longbow type weapon, but it's actually a proper longbow. So now we have one. So thank you very much, Sal and company. And we'll finish off the temple and then go back outside. Of course, here's the rest of Sal's gang, the Sharktooth gang. Somehow they know. Let's see. And yes, you may be able to hear already that there are still enemies present. Hear the squeaking of some bats. See, over there? That's our perception skill again. Love it. Love to see it. And, okay, good. I got all the bookcases. Alright. So, here we go. A secret room. And this is where we will find the last item on our list of stuff that we need. Finish off these rats.
But a scratch.
And hoo-hoo. Free spells, we love those. Because at this point, we're low enough level that it is almost definitely something nice. Another one that we don't have. And let's see. There we go. The tile. Remember, we needed a floor tile from the Temple of the Moon, so there we go. We have one. Torchlight. Awaken. Pretty sure Tuvok should have that. Yeah. Okay, well, we can get someone else fire and water magic, maybe. They can hang on to that. We'll see. Alright, folks. We have green awareness gems now, so that's pretty much it. That's all there is to the Temple of the Moon. There isn't any more. But there is more to Emerald Island. We're not done yet. So let's head back out. We need to heal, of course, because Simone has that disease. We've got to get rid of that. And we'll have to pay to do it, unfortunately.
What a scratch.
Oop. Jump physics in this game are still not great. Let's see. Has anyone appeared? Farrell the cook. Pixie the cook. There's a lot of cooks. Paige the psychic. Peasants. Peasants. Pam the healer. Just wanted to see if maybe someone had spawned that we would care to take along with us while we have the opportunity. A lot of them are just peasants. Man, there's so many cooks. Haven't you heard that too many cooks spoil the broth? Judith the Quartermaster, Tamara the Fool, Marco the Armorer, there's Mr. Malwick. Alright, well that seems to be it. Let's head over here.
Do you need healing?
We do. They can also teach the merchant skill as well as unarmed and dodging here, by the way.
Peace.
Alright, now, everyone has enough experience points to level up, but first, let's double check. Okay, so we need a longbow, floor tile, musical instrument. That's what we don't have. That's the last thing that we need, so we're safe to turn these other ones in. So many peasants and so many cooks.
His Grace, Lord Markham, Duke of the Western
A
Lowlands.
longbow. There we go. This longbow certainly qualifies for the hunt. Good work. I shall mark that off your list. Oh, adventurers indeed. I didn't expect anyone to bring back a tile so quickly. This is certainly a tile from the temple, however, so I shall mark a tile off your list. Alright. Yeah, the strings sometimes, it's like, oh goodness, what's behind us?
Need some
So
training?
now, there's
That's
no
the
reason
ticket.
not to go ahead.
That's the ticket. That's the ticket.
There we go. That gives us 5 more skill points. There we go. Oh yes, we've got a little bit more to do on the island. Don't worry, we have plenty of money as well. So let's see. Before we do anything else, actually, let's take a little bit of this money and head up here. And Tamara the Fool still. Let's go ahead and
Can I help you with anything?
learn skills. So, Tuvok is going to be the person who wants to learn Identify Item,
Thanks.
because he can get Grandmaster, you see. We'll go ahead and give him 1 rank in that, and that way that's taken
Can
care
I
of.
help you with anything?
Likewise, we need to learn the Repair skill,
Thanks.
and I believe that our Cleric is going to be the best at that. I think the only person who can learn Grandmaster Repair might actually be a Paladin? I can't recall off the top of my head, unfortunately. Okay. Now, we also need to go down here and sell some stuff.
See anything you want?
I should have, actually, I should have Tuvok identify some of these things,
Sorry, can't help.
if he can. Some of it he may not be able to, he's only got 1 rank. But if we identify it, and it does have a little bit of magic, then, you know, it will sell for slightly more.
This is worthless.
Well,
This is worthless.
I like his opinion on things. Just like, come on. I can't believe you're making me look at this crap. Like, even look at it. Honestly.
See anything you want?
Alright. Could sell all of these. This old leather armor. We could keep this, but I don't think that we need to because it's so cheap and you find it so often. It's just really not necessary when we can replace it so easily. Let's see what they have for sale, though, just in case. Because we trained, so that means that things have, of course, the potential to change just a little bit. Like, see, now we have some studded leather armor. Air resistance. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much.
Thanks a lot.
See anything you
And-
want?
Yeah, see, and they still can't. We're holding out for chain armor for them.
Need a new weapon?
Alright, let's sell these daggers, these old maces, and then we'll double check for him as well. I want to see what he's got for sale. There's another bow. There's a decent dagger. Exactly, I agree. I think if you're not using it, unless you have a really good reason to keep it, then sell it. You know, like if it were, for example, a one-of-a-kind artifact or a relic item or something like that, that would be a little bit different, because I hate letting go of those, like, once I have it, because it may not spawn again in the entire game.
Come again.
But otherwise, yeah. Okay, let's go sell these spell scrolls and accessories up here. I should have done that while I was standing over here. Oh,
Can
I hear
help you with
more
anything?
more dragonflies. I do believe that they have respawned again. To this yellow topaz we don't need. We're really not going to use any of these because they're all low-level spells, so. And then likewise, these, we could hang on to them, but they're so easy to get and so cheap. And right now we don't have anyone who's got the fire magic spell or skill. Like, no one else can learn it but Tuvok right now. Water magic, he does not have. We can hang on to this one because we want him to get water magic as soon as possible. No, wait a minute.
Thanks.
We did start him with water, didn't we? Oh, yeah, okay, that's right.
Can I help
So
you
in
with
that
anything?
case, we can go ahead and sell it. I thought so. Let's double check and see if there's anything in here. Mostly just helmets. Ooh. Okay, not really anything. Brass ring, horned helm, cloak of precision. That's not bad. Belt, huntsman's cloak. What do y'all think about this? It's only 204, but we've got two characters who aren't even wearing capes. I feel like that's like not an unreasonable expenditure of our money at this time, considering we still got about 4,000. What do you think? We could put that on Simone, or we could put it on Saroma, I think are the two that are not wearing a cape. Alright, let's grab it then.
Thanks.
And let's see. She's not wearing a cape. Her AC has gone down to 12, of course, but that's because she doesn't have Day of the Gods on anymore. Alright, he's already got a better cape, so... Well, she doesn't have any armor, and she's the healer. Let's give it to her for now. And also...
This is worthless.
Just because we can, we'll get that green off of there. I don't think that he can...
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Can't identify that yet. Can he identify her gauntlets?
Sorry, can't help.
Wow. So you need at least 2 ranks to do almost anything useful. Everything else will have to wait, unfortunately. So... Okay. Well... That's haste. Yes, indeed. More dragonflies, but there's no reason not to avail ourselves of these.
Please. Ow!
Too easy.
Ha!
Especially since they carry cash.
But I need it
what a
fixed.
scratch. Got it. Ah, what a scratch.
I'm actually not sure, like, I noticed there are more fire dragonflies this time, and I'm
what
not
a
100% certain if your level affects the
please.
spawn, where whenever time passes they will replenish.
What a scratch.
Because, of course, we're slightly higher level now, too, so...
Ah, what a scratch. Ow!
Fred, I don't have Day of the Gods on, I need to take them seriously.
Ow!
Come on, y'all. You have got to hit them.
Ow!
What a scratch.
There we go.
Ow!
I should have gone and gotten that Day of the Gods
What a
But I
pedestal
need it
first.
fixed.
This'll teach me.
Oh, please.
Yeah, for most maps, that's true.
Ow!
But Emerald Island,
You'll
the
have to do
dragonflies,
better than
they
that.
spawn a little bit more often than that. Okay. A few more of them. Let's see if we can kill them with our bows. I don't think I see any more fire dragonflies. There we go. That would be
Got it.
choice if they were just all regular. Come on, I don't want that wounded one to get away.
Got it.
Help!
I got too close. That's alright.
I'm not dead yet.
No, you are not. Ah, it's flying out over the water. Oh no. Well, we won't get that body. If it dies over the water, then of course the body disappears. But
Ow!
that's alright. The experience points are the real
Too
treasure.
easy.
There we go. So, remember, in addition to the musical instrument, we have one more quest that we need to complete, and that is we've got to, y'all, we've got to find out what happened to those missing contestants, right? I'm debating. Let's see, should we? Yeah, we'll get enough for it. Let's go back over here and we'll heal them as well. So, of course, we kind of know what happened.
Do you need healing?
There we go, his spell
Go in
points.
peace.
Because we saw that in the opening cinematic, right? So we know what we're up against. We know what we're dealing with. But we still have to find in-character proof in order to tell Lord Markham. So, what does that mean? Well, we have got to go into the Dragon's Cave. That's right. Like idiots. Knowing there's a dragon in there, and having had not one but several people tell us, no, the dragon is real, please don't go in his cave, he doesn't like being bothered. It is called the Dragon's Cave. Like, we know this. But here we have to go anyway. Also, I love this screen. A large dragon obviously makes his residence in these caves. Perhaps this is where those missing adventurers are. Let's just hit you over the head with it. And yep, indeed.
Ew. What's that smell?
That is the smell of carnage and likely death. Mm-hmm. He's not named, but he is a red dragon. And of course you can see that the place is very occupied. Now, there's a couple things that we need from here. There's the first. That right there is our proof of the missing adventurers. But you can see that there's also, see, like right here, these two things we've got to have. But there's some rats, and there's also some other treasure back there. So, you know we've got to grab that, right?
That barely hurts.
Ow!
Oop. Let me go, rats.
Ew!
Oh boy. Now see, the rats, they give the dragon something to shoot at to distract it for long enough that it does not immediately attack you and you can dodge in and grab all this stuff. But of course, if it does notice you, well,
Ow!
then this happens.
Ow!
Whee!
Let's get out of here.
Now, before we do anything else, I have to tell you, of course, there's our first character deaths right off the bat. Now, you'll notice that we are, what are we? We level 3? Yes, we're level 3. Even with the Day of the Gods pedestal and fire resistance, which is absolutely what this is for, is to protect you from the dragon, you can see that just 1 or 2 whacks cost us 1 or 2 characters. Is it possible to kill the dragon here on Emerald Island? It absolutely is. Do y'all want to attempt it, is the question, because it could be a long and laborious process, that is for sure. But I have done it before. I have absolutely killed the dragon. So I leave it up to you. If y'all want to grind on this dragon and attempt to do away with it before we leave Emerald Island, then I will do my best. Keep in mind, once we leave Emerald Island, we cannot come back here without using some sort of like glitch or exploit or a cheat. Well, that's one vote for yes, so... and I'm gonna go ahead and load it. Just because. There we go. Now they're not dead anymore. Is he bothering people? Well, I don't know. Is he bothering you? Just by being here, they say that he keeps pirates and undesirables away, but they do have to pay him tribute. So... I don't know. That decision is kind of up to you.
This has all the makings for adventure.
I mean, you would think, yes, that would be preferable, but let's see how easily we can even hit him. Oh my god. I'm having trouble even shooting him.
Ow!
Ow!
Oh my gosh, if they can't even hit him, then there's no way. There we go. My goodness. 7 hit points. You can see how much damage that did. There you go. 8 hit points. 5 points. So you can see, like, it's a grind fest. 8 points. Oh, now he's finally targeting us, I think. So now, here's the real thing. So we've done about, what, 20-some damage to him.
Let's get out of here.
So if we dodge out, and then let's head back inside. It's going to reset his position, and it's also going to reset his hit points. So you can see, like, the reason that this is such a grind is because you have to do it all in one go. And if he hits you even one time, someone's likely to die, and then they will get no experience points for killing the dragon. Because if you leave to resurrect them and come back, the dragon will get all of its hit points back. So, it is a massive undertaking. So first things first.
Ew. What's that smell?
Let's grab all the treasure that we can. I'm going to go ahead and skip on just because it would take so long. Like, there's so much more we could do
His
in
Grace,
one stream.
Lord Markham, Duke of the Western Lowlands.
Wait, here we go. Let's turn this in first, too. There really is a dragon on the island. I thought everyone was referring to the dragonflies everywhere. I'll warn everyone to stay away from that cave so we don't lose anyone else. That should nearly level us up again. Yep. And let's go ahead and spend these skill points. Okay. Of course, we need to continue working on what we're already working on. Like, we need to get dodging up before Leather so that she can continue to wear her armor. What do y'all think? Dodging, probably, because once we get expert dodging, her AC is going to skyrocket, which is important. But also, in order for her to use her unarmed skill, she needs to get at least to expert so that her skill is added to her damage. Otherwise, it's completely useless. So, since we have 5 points, we can only raise 1 rank 2 skill to 3. I'm thinking unarmed, but I'm open to suggestions. And then we could take the 2 points remaining and we could put them in Arms Master, which of course that puts her closer to having the accuracy bonus for her unarmed skill and eventually another damage bonus which will stack with her unarmed skill. We could also put it in Bow. She'll never have expert in that, but more points is still better because it will increase her accuracy, and you've seen how accurate they are. So what do y'all think? A rank in unarmed and maybe a rank in... Yeah, shall we say Arms Master? Because she's kind of our tank, right? As a monk. Nobody has any objections. I think that that's what we'll do. So speak out now or forever hold your peace. You know me, I always wait for that like 7 or 8 second delay, but going once, going twice. Alright, let's go ahead and boost these then. Need to build her up like the tank that she is. Her bow skill is important, but good equipment will offset that quite a bit early on in the game, so we need to work on her melee stuff first. Yeah, I guess if it's high enough, we absolutely have to do that at some point. When her unarmed skill and like her arms master gets high enough, we have to take Simone out somewhere and have her punch a dragon to death. I think that should be a personal goal. Alright, now for Tuvok, let's see. He's got a lot of this stuff already up at rank 2. We know that identify item needs to go up. I think we should probably be focusing on his magic more than anything else. So, what do y'all think? Would you rather raise fire or water? You know my feelings on that because water is like teleportation magic and stuff. So that's my preference. And then we could take the other 2 points. We could pop them in identify items so that it's actually useful. Once again, I'm open to suggestions. And while y'all think about it, I'm going to take advantage of having this money we've got. Good. Water magic it is then. And I'm going to run up here and I'm going to make certain that we stop by. There's the Air Guild.
Welcome to the Air Guild.
We're going to grab air magic for him as well, while we can afford it, because it's cheaper here than anywhere else in the game to learn it. So, point in water magic, and shall we drop this and identify item then? Yeah, teleportation was really important in the other one. Air magic's going to be really important as well. Of course, we'll want to bring that up soon too, but I'd like to get identify item to at least expert as quick as we can. This will allow us to fly, and also there's one big difference that's a huge game changer in 7 versus 6, and that is the invisibility spell. We'll get into that later. Okay, for our cleric, I think that probably we should get body magic for her because that is healing magic. The other rank, we could put in repair, we could put it in bow, or we could save it. Likewise, right here we also have the Spirit Guild.
The Guild of the Spirit welcomes you.
They sell spirit magic and meditation, of course, and we can grab spirit magic for her as well. Alternately,
Welcome to the Air Guild.
we could, you know what we can afford actually right now? We've got enough to buy the learning skill for everybody, which will help them level up a lot faster, even if they never have more than 1 rank in it. Because just basic learning gives you 40% more experience points from everything. Does that sound like a plan to y'all? Because we could do that and have some money left over. Not a lot, but some. And that would help out a lot in the early game because, of course, the sooner you get that skill, the more value it has because it starts piling up much quicker. Alright, yeah, let's do it. We do have dragons to punch. And like I said, one of the great things about learning is that we only need 1 rank in it. See, to give you... Let's see. I said 40%. I was thinking right there where it says master rank is 39, blah, blah, blah. But actually, so it starts at 10% because it's a bonus of 9 and then plus 1, which is still significant. Not everybody can get even expert in the learning skill, I don't think. Monks are the only ones who can get grandmaster learning, as you can see. But everyone in our party can get at least expert because he's the worst at it as a ranger, and he can get expert, which doubles the effect of your skill. So that's going to be worth getting at least 4 ranks in and then finding a learning expert somewhere. Alright, let's go ahead, body magic, and then let's put this in. How about we put this in repair? Unless y'all want to put it in bow. Because we're going to need this. Bow is, she can get expert at some point. Once we get 4 ranks in that and get her expert, we'll probably stop putting ranks in it. Maybe it should go in bow then. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, going once, going twice. Speak up if you have a different opinion, but otherwise, this will be her second rank in bow. Alrighty. And then for Zoltan. So, Zoltan, of course, you know that we've got to get Disarm Trap up. It has to go there. And then learning, let's leave these other 2 points until he levels up again, because I would like to keep learning at the same for everybody so they level up at the same rate. I don't want someone jumping like an entire level ahead. Okay. Well, we just have a couple of weapons to sell, and then we've done pretty
See
much...
anything you want?
Oop, that's the armory. Everything that we can here on Emerald Island other than
Need
kill
a
the
new
dragon.
weapon?
And there we go.
Thanks. Come again.
Oh, almost forgot. We never read this journal fragment. ... Our first day since reaching Emerald Island. A strange man named Malwick approached us. His offer seemed strange. A wand for future considerations. We turned him down. As we left and headed towards the northeastern area of the island, he laughed and yelled that he knew that he wouldn't see us again. Well, and of course we took Malwick up on his offer, so we still have that wand of fireball. But what we need to do before we do anything else, is that her? Yes, Alyssa the Bard. Let's see. Is it?
How are you this afternoon?
Go. Okay. Let's buy this loot. We have enough money and we don't want to get stuck without enough money. So there we go. Well, promise to at least take care of it and not use it for firewood. I suppose I'll have to make do without an instrument for the rest of this trip. Maybe I should tell stories instead of sing until I get back home. Okay, folks. That's it. Yep, because we can't level up again, so let's ritualistically throw this hat into the sea, because we already turned one in and don't need it, and we'll never need it again.
His Grace, Lord Markham, Duke of the Western Lowlands.
A fine loot this is. Let me mark off the instrument from your list. Well, that's all 6 items. You're the winner of the contest. I suggest you talk to Lord Markham for the details on gaining your fiefdom. My work is done here. Excellent. Now we have enough to level up. And you know what? Let's do that because it's cheaper here than anywhere else in the game to do so. So even though we don't have a lot of cash, we should have enough to level everyone up.
Need some training?
Yep.
That's the ticket.
3 more experience. What? 5 more experience. 47 more experience. Wow. How did any of that happen? Let's see, since we trained up again, if maybe the dragonflies came back. Yes, good. Ooh, and we left a dead one, too. Here we go. This'll be more than enough. Well, we have this wand. We might as well use it.
It's just a cut. But oh, please.
Alright. We've got just a little bit of cash left. Since we did train, let's head over here and we'll kill the dragonflies one more time just because they're here. And then let's turn our quest in and get our reward. Y'all know what the reward is, right? We get our own castle. I told you about this before.
Ow!
Let's get out of here.
His Grace, Lord Markham, Duke of the Western Lowlands.
Here we go. Congratulations! You are the new Lords of Harmondale. Isn't it thrilling? You can't imagine how good it feels for me to give this property away to you. All of the benefits and rewards, and of course the responsibilities of governing the town of Harmondale are now yours. Lord Markham produces a deed and a contract. You just sign here, and if I could just get your initials here. Yes, well, that's that. You're all set, and once again, congratulations. And, well, the ship that will take you to your fiefdom awaits you in the harbor. My entourage and I will be taking a different ship out, and just board whenever you're ready. Right? What a great question. What an interesting turn of phrase. A scout, quartermaster, a merchant, another merchant. Just want to see really quickly if anybody interesting has spawned. An alchemist, a chef. That's like the upgrade of a cook, right? A chimney sweep, a peasant. Alright. Well, what are you ladies up to? And a scholar. A psychic. No one interesting enough to take with us, I don't think. I guess you're coming along, though. Right, well, on to the Lady Margaret.
Welcome aboard!
Alright, let's cast off.
Congratulations, my friends. Your new castle is located in Harmondale, a peaceful village on the edge of the elvish kingdom of Tularia, but firmly within human territory. Though there are many privileges to being the lord of this estate, there are many responsibilities as well. Public safety, for example. And oh, I almost forgot. Goblins have taken an interest in your new lands. I'm sure brave adventurers such as yourselves will have no trouble with them. So, enjoy your new home. May you rule your lands wisely.
Gee, thanks. Because, you know, goblins. Well, here we are, folks. Our first look at Harmondale. We're going to be spending a lot of time here, so, yeah, it's a bit ramshackle, but, don't worry. We'll improve things here and there. So, alright, yeah, there's some stuff we're going to pick up first thing. Here we go. There's nothing actually behind the castle, just beside it. Now, Harmondale has a lot of, like, a lot of the experts and basic guilds and things that you need for various skills early on in the game. We also have, see, there's a factor, merchant, a burglar, a duper. We have some named NPCs.
How you doing?
You won Lord Markham's contest. Good luck. Last people who tried to clean this place up went into Castle Harmondale and never came out. Respectfully, my lords, I must say that no one expects you to last long, because no other lords of Harmondale have lasted long. The fighting and politics between Arathia and Avlee will claim you sooner or later. Probably sooner. Yeah. This is turning out to be a great investment, right? Shanae Warson. And of course, here we go, the return of horseshoes at the stable. I don't think... Do you remember, can you get it from the ground by just, like, looking up and hopping? Oh, you can. Great. Now I feel very silly. I was thinking that you had to climb up on the stable wagon in order to get it. That's alright. I'm here to entertain you, so... Okay, let's see.
This is worthless.
Gauntlets,
This is worthless.
belts,
This is worthless.
boots. Okay, well... We'll give Zoltan some boots until we can get him some chain armor. Likewise, is there anybody who... Oh, well, he doesn't have gauntlets. Well, in that case, he gets the gauntlets, I guess.
I don't know what that is.
There we go. Yep, and horseshoes for everybody. Now, of course, we got a little bit of a reward. And we're going to need to use some of that on... Let's see... That's the blacksmith. Here we go. Armor skill.
See anything you want?
There we go. See, we need to pick up chain as quickly as possible for them. Phew-wee. There we go. Now we just have to get them some armor.
See anything you want?
What if they have anything in... Yep, we have some crummy chainmail. That would take all of our cash, though. Let's see if we can find a drop first. And in the meantime, we're not ready to level up. Not yet, but we do have these horseshoes. We also have some stuff to do other than just finding our way around town. There's a couple of little things that I would love to show you. First of all, this is actually really neat to me. I've always appreciated this as a feature of the game. You get a court historian, Wendell Tweed, in fact, his name is, and as you go through the main story and accomplish deeds as the Lords of Harmondale, like through the main story quests, when you reach certain points, Wendell updates your chronicle here and tells a little story about what you've done. So you get a history of your adventures as the Lords of Harmondale. Lord Markham has asked me to prepare this history of Castle Harmondale and its owners so that future generations will not forget the great events that transpire here. I hope I can remain true to this task. As key events occur, you can count on me to write them in this book as faithfully as possible, be they for good or for ill. It is not my place to judge what transpires here, merely to record. May Providence smile upon us. Wendell Tweed, Court Historian. We also have a mini-game in this one, which we did not have in Might and Magic 6. So we'll come back to that, because what I would like to do first is we need to go in and we need to check out our castle, don't you think? Because inside there's going to be, well... We just have to do a little house cleaning, let's say. The new lords. Please excuse the condition of the castle. It's been a while since anyone has taken proper care of it. I would have greeted you indoors, but for the goblins. A small tribe of them has moved inside. I've asked them to leave, but they won't listen to me. They were quite rude, as a matter of fact. Perhaps you could talk to them. I'll be in the On-the-House Tavern here in Harmondale, should you manage to convince them to leave. I fear that talking will fail with these goblins, my lords. May I suggest violence? Yes, you may. And here we go. Yeah, the front door to your new home stands before you. Yes, it does. It stands right in the doorway, in fact, propped up against it. So, yeah, as you can see, we've got some house cleaning to do.
Perhaps a worthy challenge awaits us.
Oh, please.
First things first, let's turn the lights on. You can see there are rats already.
It barely hurts.
There we go. Let's get these inferno rats, or
what a
fire
scrap.
rats. There's some lightning rats as well. They've all got ranged attacks, so... But rats, their AIs are programmed so that, like, they'll still close with you. because they can inflict disease with their melee attacks, so...
Belly hurts.
Ha!
There we go. It's looking good.
That was too easy.
Oh, man. Our house has a rodent problem.
Ow!
Oof. We'll have to put out some traps.
Ow!
Yo, come on. You got axes and stuff.
Ha!
Just a cut, but I need it fixed.
There we go. Well, that's the first wave anyway. Ugh. Wouldn't drink that water if I was us. Oh yeah, there are rooms in the castle. Well, but, I mean, you see the condition that they're in, right? We'll have to fix that. It's not a pretty sight.
Got it.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh, a letter. This guy's name, I've never been 100% certain how to pronounce it. I don't know how the devs do. It could be Hairboff. I call him Hairball. So, because Hairball. Light the signal fires when you know that the humans are at their weakest. We will arrive within days of seeing your signal. Do not betray me again. You must leave your personal interests behind if you wish to survive in my tribe. Grognard the Great, with an exclamation point even. Ugh. Garbage, rocks.
It won't hurt us now.
Well, at least Zoltan is successfully disarming some traps. What does old Wendell have to say about this? Oh, we will come back and read that a little bit later. Hey, nice. Yeah, the trash heaps do have things in them. They're kind of like the bone piles from Might and Magic 6. Ooh, whoa. Some very nice things in some of them, in fact. Wowee.
Sorry, can't. This is worthless.
Man.
I don't know what that is.
Well, but hey, look at this. We got some
I don't know.
pretty good chainmail. That will make up for him not having any armor because look at that. Dang, y'all.
I don't know what that is.
I think... Does that use the axe skill?
Give it to someone else. I can't use it.
Okay, that's what I thought. Halberds use the spear skill, unfortunately. Alright, well, shall we go west or east, folks? We've got to clean out the whole castle, but we can start on whichever side we like. What do you think? Left, as is tradition, or right? The castle's actually well laid out. There's none of that WTF dungeon architecture. Oh, the one with the most blood? Well, that's this one. Let's start this way, then. Oh! This is where that wand of fireball will come in quite handy.
Bring on a bigger challenge.
This is definitely the one with the most blood now. So, this is what goblins look like in Might and Magic 7 versus Might and Magic 6. There's your standard goblin. There's your hobgoblin with the blue shirt. And then your goblin lords with the red shirt. Otherwise, they're functionally the same. Oh, better be careful. I do believe these guys lived because, of course, they've got more hit points. Plus, I think they have a little bit of fire resistance because they can throw fireballs themselves, if I'm not mistaken. They could in Might and Magic 6. I think they can in this one, too. We've got to prioritize the rats because we don't want to catch a disease.
Ow!
Oh my goodness gracious.
Ow!
We're going to have to get Mind Magic so we can get an accuracy spell. Those swords look both ridiculous and nasty. I love how they manage to be both. Like, they're intimidating, but also, like, I'm not really scared of them.
Oh, please.
Is there anything behind us? Nope. Just garbage. And garbage in front of us. We could fireball again, but there's only like a couple of them, so I don't want to waste it. Everything else is just rats, and those are not worth fireballing. There we go. Phew-wee. Aha, and the return of barrels full of stuff. Excellent.
Sorry, can't help.
Some more leather armor. She can hang on to that for us, for now. So yeah, an orange barrel and a purple barrel. Well, of course we know orange is intellect. Tuvok's gonna need that. Purple is speed. Let's see who has the lowest speed. Everyone but Tuvok. He's weirdly the fastest. But Zoltan is definitely the slowest, so probably he should have that. And of course, see, it's going to mark that down here. Alright, let's collect all these bodies and continue up the hallway. None of these rats have dropped anything. I'm kind of resenting it. Goblins and hobgoblins do have a ranged attack. You saw them using it there. Okay, now we will spare a fireball. Why not?
Bring on a bigger challenge.
There we go. But yeah, they don't shoot firebolts. Instead, they actually shoot arrows. But they swing their swords to do it, and that's hilarious to me. I think I opened that by accident. I did not mean to.
It's just a cut,
Oof.
but I...
Tactical retreat.
Ha!
That was too easy.
There we go. I think we're done there. There'll be more stuff down this hallway, of course.
It's just a cut, but I need it fixed.
Hoo-hoo. Alright. Now we're getting into it. Whew. Ooh, that was a waste. Oh no, it wasn't. That was a fireball. I hit the S button.
Bring on a bigger challenge.
Come on. Gonna wait. There we go. Those look grouped together quite nicely, don't you think? Thank you, Bat, for being where you are.
That was too easy.
There we go. Now. good fireball will just clear out a whole lot of territory, doesn't it? Okay, we'll just deal with you in a moment. Think we got all of those. Maybe now they can hit him. Nope. Thank you. At last. Phew-wee. Carefully. Oh, all right.
Sorry,
Some
can't
more
help.
chainmail. That's second tier chainmail. That's third tier. I am very glad that we did not buy the crappy chainmail back at the store. More intellect. Yeah, no wizard eye, not yet. We've got air magic for him, of course, but we'll have to pick that up at one of the guilds outside. We have enough money now, though. Check that out. We're almost up to 3,000. Let's see. Spell scroll. What's this? A green barrel. That's going to be endurance. Well, our cleric needs that, but I feel like our monk probably needs it more because she has got to have hit points. On the other hand, the cleric has the lowest hit points. Okay, I guess that makes that decision. Some boots. A blue barrel. That's personality. So our cleric gets that by default. A food bowl. And let's see, a yellow barrel. That's accuracy. Let's give that to Zoltan because he is our primary archer at the moment. Okay, we'll eat that apple. There you go. You see that adds 1 food whenever you find it. Think who has the lowest AC that's not wearing boots? It would be him, so he gets those boots. Alright. Well, that's one half of it cleaned out. You'll see that there's more of it, but you'll notice right here that, of course, this is just a blank wall at the moment. Now, there's a reason for that. There is more castle here. We just can't access it right now. It's not a secret door issue. It's not because Zoltan doesn't have sufficient perception or because we don't have Wizard Eye on or anything like that. What happens is Castle Harmondale can actually be improved in multiple stages throughout the game, and as you do that, it will open up more areas. So it actually does add to the castle, which is really cool. You'll get
That was
additional
too
storage
easy.
space,
But I need it
there's some
fixed.
secret areas to explore,
Ugh.
and we just caught a disease. Oh, I hate rats. Oh, I hate them. Punch them with your fists.
I'm badly wounded.
Ow.
Man. We'll
That
heal her
was
at the
too
temple as
easy.
soon as we get out. This hallway is a little more sparsely populated.
Ah, but a scratch.
Oh, please.
Come on. Man. Zoltan, now I just gave you an accuracy boost. There we go, that's more like it.
Ah, but a scratch.
Well, Simone is the quiet
You'll
one.
have to do better than that.
But I do have to say that out of the others, so far, Tuvok is really growing on me. I'm glad that you all decided to go that direction. You know, I don't think I've ever had a goblin sorcerer in my party. Orange barrel, yellow barrel. I'm going to give that to Simone this time. We're going to have to spread the accuracy out because she is just... like, they all need it. Alright. A room with treasure chests in it. You'll love to see it. And floor cache. You know we love floor cache. Okay.
Won't hurt us now.
Whew. Good job, Zoltan.
This is worthless.
Well,
Won't
not
hurt us
completely.
now.
This is worthless.
Let's see. Someone still doesn't have boots, and I think that it's Suroma. Here we go. Come on, y'all. They're just rats. They're not even small targets. They're large rats. They're giant rats, even. They're labeled as such. See, there they go. Shooting arrows at us.
It barely hurts.
But they swing their swords to do it. It is so funny.
It barely hurts.
Come on. There we go. If we can just wound them at all, that would be great. Not bad. Could be worse. Ooh, some bats.
Please.
We've had good luck with these so far. I agree with Suroma. They're not much of a threat. Wow, this one's really hanging in there.
That was too easy.
There we go. What do we got here? Orange and orange. Man, they're really piling on the intellect. I am not upset, though. That brings him all the way up to 25, which is the highest stat that anybody has so far. That'll really help his spell points here at this early juncture. Later on, it'll matter less, as we know, but... trying to use that tactical movement. Oop. Torchlight wore off
What a
again.
scratch.
We've been in here for a dog's year.
It barely hurts.
Ow! Oh, please.
We'll put the lights back on, though, just so it's easier for us, the players, to see, because it doesn't actually affect
Ow.
what happens to the characters or their accuracy, as far as
Bring
I'm
on a
aware.
bigger challenge.
But it makes it so much easier for us to see. Gross. He caught a disease, too. And you can see from their portraits that... See, they don't just turn green like in the last game. In this one, they actually get, like, sores and lesions on them, so... I try to, be diseased as little as possible. Because it just looks gross.
Ah, but a scratch.
Oh, you're not following me? Come in. Oh, there they are. I think we're going to use another fireball in this situation.
That was too
There
easy.
we go. Because with two diseased characters, we're looking at some difficulty fighting a bunch of goblins all at once. Come on. Just a little bit more, guys. Oop. Well, that's what healing potions are for, right? He's in no condition to identify items, but he can drink one. I've always appreciated that. You can use someone's turn to go into someone else's inventory and basically feed them a potion.
Ow!
There we go. think there's only like one goblin left. Oh, there's two. One of them is a goblin lord, but... Ooh. Man!
Ow!
That disease is really hard hitting.
I'm badly wounded.
Yes, you are. That disease is a big hit because, see, this is what it does. It drastically reduces, like, all of your stats but luck. Come on. Just a little bit more. Man, we're going through potions like water. Because she's out of SP. Almost got this guy, though. Oh, there we go. He's running away from us. That's it. That's it. Y'all, seriously, just one arrow needs to hit. Just only one. Oh my gosh. Come on. There. Phew, and with that... Castle Harmondale is clear. Man, that took a lot, though.
Worthless.
Not entirely worthless. It's an upgrade for you, my guy, my lad. A purple barrel. Give some speed to Simone, and then let's see. Blue, orange, purple. Blue, orange, and purple. Oh, and a red barrel. We're going to give that to Simone because she needs to use it to punch things. Phew. Well, that is Castle Harmondale for now. It is a wreck. Man alive. And then over here you can see like these rocks are blocking our throne room. See? But we do have a throne room, which is kind of cool. I guess we better go back to the temple and get this taken care of. It's on the way to the tavern, so we can heal these diseases and then go tell our butler the good news. And the great thing is, once we clean those monsters out, they stay cleaned out.
Do you need medical attention?
This guy does. Oh yeah, he has a quest for us. We have no one to turn to but you, the new lords of Harmondale. The Lantern of Light is a treasured holy relic, used by the temples of Arathia. Its value is more symbolic than of power. Without it, the temple's servants lose faith. This lantern disappeared while being brought to this temple from the temple in Stone City. We believe it was lost somewhere in the maze-like barrows. Please, find it and return it to us.
Take care.
Alright, we'll do that, but first, let's get over here. That's our note on red liquid. And here we go.
Come in, come in.
Shoo-wee. Thank heavens, you've cleaned them all out. Now we need to find a way to clean up the castle and rebuild the damaged sections. The only people I can think of who would have the inclination and the ability to do this are the dwarves in Stone City, located in the Barrow Downs to the south. The entrance to Stone City lies in the center of the Barrow Downs on one of the largest hills. Alright. Oh, and this guy's got another quest for us, too. My lords, I was beset by foul bandits when I returned from Avlee, and they took everything I had brought with me from the elves. They even took my signet ring. Without it, I cannot continue my business, because I cannot seal contracts between myself and other merchants. I've heard the bandits base themselves out of a camp in Arathia, but I'm no warrior. I'd not last a minute against them. Please go to Arathia and see this justice done. Indeed. Well, first,
Enjoy your stay.
let's get some rest, some shut-eye. Oh, and yeah. Speaking of cleaning house, before we go herring off on any other quests, right?
Greetings.
It's Hairball! Good day, my lords. How do you fare? Beacon fires. Yes, this is what he's supposed to light, right? If you seek aid from Erathia, light the beacon fires near the roads to the Barrow Downs, Erathia, and the Tularian Forest. The Erathian forces near here will see the fires and rush to your aid. Why do I not believe you? Shall we call him out? Because, of course, since we found his letter, or that letter addressed to him, we know that he is one of the goblins, or working with the goblins, who took over our castle. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not a big fan of that. Because we just won this contest, and the first thing we have to do is we find out that this castle is like broken down, run down, infested with rats and bats and goblins, technically, although I hate to use the word infested when referring to a sentient race. Invaded by goblins, occupied by goblins. And this guy's helping them. He wants us to light those signal fires so that a bunch of goblins can attack us. Not a fan, so, let's call him on his BS. What? You wouldn't believe this fabrication, would you? I would never dream of sabotaging your rule here. Whatever. Prepare to die. He's hiding behind that pedestal like a coward. There. Pedestal, which, by the way, is a stone skin pedestal, which is great. Speaking of which...
Hi, how are you?
We need to go ahead. Let's grab Identify Monster for him. As a ranger, of course, he can get Grandmaster in that, which is awesome. And each of the levels that we gain in this, it's going to show a specific thing. Hit points and armor class, attack type and damage type, any spells that it has available, and then eventually you can learn its resistances, which is pretty cool. So as this skill levels up, we're going to see a lot of useful information piling up on those monster screens when we right-click on an enemy to see, like, you know, what we can see. So,
Hi, how are you?
alright. Now, I think that it's probably time we keep talking about it. Oh, also, by the way, notice that she's an elf. I kind of like that character portrait. But we keep talking about it, and it is important. So we're not going to be able to get Grandmaster in Alchemy. No one is of the appropriate class, unfortunately. But we do happen to have someone in our party who can get Master, and it is not Zoltan, the Ranger. It is going to be Tuvok, the Sorcerer, because he can at least get Master. That's going to be the best that we're going to do. So, there we go. And that way we can at least mix up white potions, and potions are a lot more useful in this game, I think, than they were in Might and Magic 6. So we'll start transferring some of this stuff over to him, and he'll be able to actually make something out of it. Once we put a few points in there, we'll actually be able to dig in and make some things like cure disease potions and carry them around, which will be very handy, as you've already seen. I'm still thinking about Dal here. I don't want to go out through the gates of Harmondale this time because we're close to the end of the stream, but that's where we're going to be going next time. I hope that you will join me for that stream there. Saturday. Oh, thank you so much. I hope that that means that I will see you back here next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Miami and New York time, here in the U.S., when we come back for Episode 3 of Might and Magic 7. What do y'all think? Should we take Dal the teacher with us while we have the money? That is a 10% bonus on experience points. I'm still of two minds, but he does have a tolerable portrait. Shall he join the adventure? Or is it too soon? Shall we hold out for somebody else? Maybe an instructor or a banker? I don't know. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of teachers, scholars, instructors. I mean, they give pretty solid bonuses. And the thing is, we're just not finding like a lot of other people who are super useful. Honestly, he's about the first person we've really found that I think I'd care to take with us.
Greetings.
So if you all think so, then, I mean, let's do it. The worst that happens is if we find somebody we like better, we can always fire him later. So, all right. Well, then we will end this stream by adding Dal to our party. There he is down there. That'll help us level up a bit faster. It'll stack with that learning skill we just picked up, which will be a big bonus here at the beginning of the game. And then we'll see where we go from here. There's a lot to do. We are still at the very beginning, and even with our castle cleared out, this whole map is still unknown to us. There is going to be quite a bit going on when we come back for episode 3 next weekend. Thank you so much for joining me, and please give me a follow if you haven't already. Turn on your notifications here and on YouTube when I upload this video over there. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Pillow Fort, and I'll see you next time for some more Might and Magic 7 for Blood and Honor. As always, thanks for playing.